Thank you all so much. You're truly too kind. To get to share a stage for any amount of time with people of this caliber is really a privilege, and none less so than tonight. First of all, while I'm up here, let me just say thank you to a great number of people. First, to the organizers of tonight's event. What a great event! What a privilege to be here. This is really spectacular for me, and to the Rockout family, to the Moritz family, as a direct recipient, both as an undergraduate student here and as a law student here. I really can't thank you enough. I never will be able to. I'm just going to have to pay it forward. And thank you for inspiring myself and many other students like me to do that. Really. It's a tough act to follow. And also, before I forget, to the Foundation Board of Directors, thank you so much for the opportunity to share in your event tonight. To President Drake for allowing me to be here. Really, such a special opportunity for me. As I was preparing for tonight, the reason I think this is so special for me is because it gives me the chance to talk a little bit about why I'm really here. And I mean here in the most holistic sense possible, academically, professionally, existentially, why I'm here. And as I was thinking about that and how I wanted to answer that question, I realized that I don't have any original thoughts. And that realization came when I realized that my story up until this point and going forward, I'm sure, can really be summarized in two lines. And they're two lines that Buckeyes know very, very well. One is you win with people, and two is but for Ohio State. As Archie alluded to, I've had so many people, as have all of us, who stepped into my life when I needed them to and really meant a lot to me and really made a difference right when I needed them to, in massive ways and in small ways. And as the video I hope communicated, I'll never be able to take enough time and tell you all the stories of what happened and what I've seen. I wish I could play that video through my eyes of what happened over the last few years. It's been absolutely remarkable. I think back to the first night I was laying in Riverside Hospital and I was in the ICU unit. No one knew anything was wrong. I was long unconscious at this point. And my best buddy Mike from high school, we were seniors at the time, left my parents at 1 in the morning and went home and woke up his dad, Dr. Michael Caligiuri, who many of you have the pleasure of knowing, and said, "Dad, Blake's dying. I don't know what's wrong." Mike gets out of bed. "Let's go. We need to take care of business." Thank goodness he did. Got up in the middle of the night, had no reason to, other than that he just wanted me to be better, and began shepherding the process of getting me into surgery when I needed it. Over to Ohio State when the only machinery they had available in the entire city was at the Ross Hart Hospital to keep me alive. If I was been left at any other hospital in Central Ohio, wouldn't be given the speech. And I think of the cardiologist who literally slept in my room those first days at Ohio State because it was that touch and go, and he didn't want me to go. I think of the countless nurses, doctors, medical professionals, truly over the next 3 months that I was in the hospital, that really stepped up and just wanted me to be better and selflessly gave of themselves without ever counting the cost. It's phenomenal. Through my days at Fish College of Business as an undergraduate, what a great experience and what a springboard that was to grow and to learn. And now as I am a student, not for too terribly much longer, but as I am a student at the Moritz College of Law, what an incredible professional starting gate that is to come out of. I am so blessed in all of that. And in so many other ways that I won't put you through, I promise, but when I look at all these relationships that have added so much value to my life, I begin at the end, and I think all the way to me sitting up here on this stage tonight, and I look backwards, and I follow that causal chain one link at a time. And the thing that's so interesting about that is that at all those relationships, eventually, and some chains are longer than others, but eventually, one link in that chain says, "But for Ohio State, the following would never proceed." It's an incredible thing to have gotten to witness. But for Ohio State, I don't have the education I have. I don't have the career starting ability that I've got, and not least of which, on a number of different occasions from a number of different folks, I'm not here at all. And it's marvelous to get to share that and share my enthusiasm for what Ohio State means. And in concluding here, I I was asked by a buddy, I said, so you want to speak at this thing? What is this thing? And I told him, and he said, why do they want you? And I said, that's a good question. Which, and I really had to think about it. And as I was thinking about it, I thought of, okay, if there's one thing I can communicate, if there's one thing I can express, or one thing I want to come across, what would that be? And I think it would be this, that over the last 6, 7 years, and truly longer, and I'm sure as far out into the future, I am here to bear witness to the fact that of the things in my life that time and change has surely shown. And none of them would have been possible but for Ohio State. All I have to say to that is O-H. Go Bucks. Thank you all.